chire no mo hweye no no mo say while she was in the incubator no omo man too much oxygen. Now oxygen in a bofa dream. Those were the reports that we got. Na my main kai on a day that me free me ward baniko. People muna ni incubator no na puhro ti say there would the bottle change you ma say there yan yuna na ye no. Then bisa nurse ni say anapa no me di kai ba ye no a me be sorry breastfeeding no. Me hu say na emu ye kan na enwumre de obeka say emu asai. Doesn't mean that akola no apomudin no a retrogression na one for question no ne as lights cry no ka say mean say one of the students like it wasn't good taste. Nti esamba me sure you say this a child that we incubator mu sebi na we na ukasa say the ebe ya no bube food ya na say we san ko water e chire no krampo wonnim tibia how they
ti ma wo ye din
ti me san pa na chokrampo pa cha ba na me nim say chire no ebe ba be lead to we nyina ba bibie mu no we ka say nyame ma kwan ya na anka
enti sister Rasha autism yare na it is saying yate every so e be extreme e be mild say ye share ye ba ya ono ne de na it is saying
enti autism a spectrum,
okay,
right? Meaning say obi betimi awo one end of the spectrum, obi betimi awo another end of the spectrum,
okay,
ena nkofo mienu symptoms and conditions enye pe.
Okay.
What you say? Enti no for ono no when ya therapies.
Mpacho mani so na esi na nyime ne dia.
Yeah. Yeah. For Nasba yetimi manage therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, behavior therapy.
Okay.
Ama we moving from one end of the spectrum abanenim to a point wetimi social communication, I improve.
Okay.
Eye contact, social cues. And even brave when I improve.
Okay.
Adaptive skills.
No, spectrum, no, it's saying or extreme end or mid and or starting. Because the way I name I make and that's any more thing and
right. And you know, for spectrum, you need to say mid, mild.
Okay.
Symptom be ratings are your man.
Oh. Okay.
In say be about the communication, you bet me I say the communication challenges no.
Okay.
The self-help challenges no e will form.
Say be no be communication but the self-help e will form.
Sapepepe.
Will be also and the self-help but the communication will form.
Sapepepe.
Wow.
And the symptoms in a rate.
Okay.
But in rate general condition, let's say.
Oh, I see. Never I make and say no bisa no ni fie bibiasa ni ho. Ti omu tracy and I to say be a time now or war ni ku incubator ni mo no. Nti e dey important e dey ba because na ye ka say be a ye dey wo but yasia be hu say sa na che so timi be fa wa ha so.
Yes. As at now say no. Research that's what your own doing, but at the potin at the body research in ye but yet me say a combination of genetics and environmental factors it me cause autism. Genetics ye inherit free and parents honum. Gene na inherit free and parents no honum and ye no kwa and it's me cause but combination of environmental factors is say okay no delayed birth, premature birth, because even exposure to toxins, anateratogens, in vitro, and contribute, but the sole cause of autism.
Now she said, ba ne beba. Hey, I ask more. Otiho di kama. Nti ti said na ma me kan oda ho a wani be sa me ba ni hojo otifa ko ni sei e dey ni behavioral patterns a o mbeda na dey bia na nye Dr. Jahanu Kwana onim say bibisa ho nti obi a o tie yen dey na say wo fofora on hwehwe.
Yeah. Said ya me kan no enkola mienu autism or behaviors and or features na enye ba but usually na ya hwe say be our assessments and ye be hwe ne say challenges with social interactions say be a one wo kasa kra on hwe wanim
okay
and delays in communication. Typically by 12 to 18 months there, it was a kind of first words. I will say 2 to 3 words.
Okay.
Now, so for children on the spectrum, no, or either limitations with communication, that is spoken communication and a spoken language, and I also say a delayed cry by 12 months. Now, if you are on cash, and now, a business so near friend, and I am pretty pino, or more near friend repetitive behaviors.
Okay.
To say hand flapping and a spinning, and due to the fact say, near course of environments na no, to mean regulating on behaviors.
Okay.
To say a commodity now, who said ya or be catcher or what ya say, a commodity in Tabia, a bin more home through tantrums. Omodium home to for mombet in Benyo na and no motessa. And now,
when you cry, the same to buy no better than Eddie. To say Jabano war 18 years. Say me Mr. Doctor first. Doc, then Odia not saying dear soon or done Eddie. What are some of her behavioral patterns?
Me pacho submit the imagine quite how it was no. Now 24/7 nothing time be an issue. Lighting to me call off. Na fear no dear na genset sisua 100%. There but not doom so time no so no what credit. Na enye easy.
Okay.
Until na soon na aye way. Until we're lucky that na ye wo baby na aye dear.
Okay.
Until na genset ni na dede dear na obi ne ha or complain, but along the line no na me kuno when they transferred him to a different region no na kase yanso your movie mpe baby oho na bre pa start here because neighbors in your blocks of flat
and on dia insuban na ya odanedi
before there na yesu pa so can bibi na ontumi a she chose, but along the line and I'm saying the papaya architect no or download the AutoCAD eguni machines so they be original nature who say or the year jumano into who ye no started. So her first communication was through drawing.
Okay.
Into the computer need draw a bowl na a move no draw stew plain stew kokoibi.
Okay.
Na or the dialogue box too. So
okay.
Say and I no say I will eat this.
Hungry, okay.
So we realized that she could communicate to us through her drawing.
Oh.
So we made the computer now available to her, and she did. But she couldn't stay away with life. But Nadia, nyamia dominancy with therapy ni mboa wanyinya. I would say family system no has been very very helpful. Ni papa busuafo or the microphone bi ba fie, ono busuafo ni bi ba ye. Say there be ya so from war to takradi to we uncle for how musum
so no the light on me cry
not on to me cry but nay yet to in the light to do much she would just say it's light off and she will laugh.
Okay.
And now she's able to say I want to eat this.
Okay.
If you ask her now, if she gets the chance, she will ask mommy, who is this? Okay. When I mention your name, she will mention your name again and greet you. Okay. The next time she meets you everywhere, she will remember that it's you. Her retentive memory.
And then there's so much improvement.
So much improvement.
Okay.
Says here, dear, Nami Hune say Nijia Otonium.
Okay.
Or a sudden so Otonium.
Okay.
It's a way of communication.
Okay.
And the Abaya on why the woman no took a crack round, but we want no one son.
Sir, any man took a crack or two, no crack. And Papa Najuman and say, and you know, so I just say, ye prepping will be boss starts a man.
Or to me too. But because of the only professional training, beer, we any ICT teacher Maxwell answer. Okay. And to Onukran who say, or was that talent, you know? Oh, great. Because see, one time no more break from teaching. No, the laptop when start to burn. No, what from the end of the class so be what to be. Okay. No, cause say why near closer. No, catch up proprietors and he said, "Akwe ni talent be say." So that was how she started. Okay. Sir
Maxwell, man starting on that more for microphone, man, and I are bonibi. Okay. Or the microphone bonibo.
This was
just so crack.
No one who said, "No,
because as I said,
she can get up, Anna.
You want her to get up?
And all I want, I have been through.
She can sit. Okay.
They turn my peace into a world. So the essence of my praise, the center of your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. I feel a lot, the great sustain me. My test is now your testimony. So the essence of my praise, the center of your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. It was you, my Lord, in my courtroom. It was you, my son, on the field. So the essence of my praise, the center of your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyami, Adumo, Adum, Adum, Tina Mitasi, Ayawadum, Tina Miwaha. Lord, the essence of my praise, the center of your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. Hey, Adumo, Nyami, Adumo, Adum, Adum, Tina Mitasi, Ayawadum, Tina Miwaha. Lord, the essence of my praise, the center of your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum.
So me pesa ojaya me manager.
You have changed my story. Who has given me a song? Tell my mom begin to dancing. It is you, your just the grace. You have changed my story. But I can't break and made a way. Thank you.
Thank you too. Yay. So now you can say it. Great. It is also you know near episode. Me do say my favorite song now. That's what thank you. It is also you know near episode. Yeah, more than signaling. You say, yeah, what's we and I just also am an easy.
Mostly no. That is a opposition.
Okay. Opposition no dia obi. I see. Sister Rasha, then a Juma na waye won ho a amasisi ade otumi kasa se medidi metonyom me say.
Yeah. For speech therapy, no, your main focus is communication.
Okay.
Say beboa na kolebia betimi a communicate.
Okay.
Not necessarily say obey use words. And your words and one a form of communication.
Okay.
So obi baha say na say obebu weni chia a form of communication.
Okay.
But your focus is more on functional communication using AAC. Your friend no augmentative and alternative communication.
Okay.
And the next time I said no. The fun using AAC symbols on the communication
so
board.
So fun no. Na ache say.
Where the account?
Ntina starting the say na modern
Yes, exactly.
And fortunately see how to me can.
Exactly. Okay. And there's this misconception say akola start so use AAC a pa say on kasa video. But no create evidence is nasba.
Okay.
Through AAC through pointing she understood say
parents ni biba o mo mpese mudi AAC ni be kire nkwala no.
Say yes, say misconception wo say akola start say o use or point here and there will be no reason say na bibi anya say on kasa.
Okay.
But research actually say entisa.
Okay.
And no kra na eboa e makasa no eba.
Great. Okay. Nti madam wo mu say Russia eboa but if you want to wo hu strength then na wo ye de boa no.
Be patcho me that say. If you oba for instance Sunday say na the meltdown oba the teacher frey kra no super.
Okay, meltdown here dey.
Say our bad day.
Okay.
I was soon in the man but say because she can communicate. Also I asked her why, what do you want? She said she wants a earpiece.
Okay.
So now the teacher now my to headset because earpiece in and check.
Okay.
So all started shoot the whole day, and I make a fire headset, but you and I'm connecting you the man, no, or the two who said no, or per earpiece. Now because it was Sunday, and places in the brain are lucky.
Yes.
Until we kept driving around, their drivers and once she saw that I put in the effort, she started coming down, and she was looking through the window to see whether she would also see. Na Drew, I think Abeka Junction Total Filling Station no. And na Nigeria ni bijina ho ne nema no. No I say mommy see.
Wow.
Na stop here, na choye. So in the house.
But not really 18 years the and say usun. We na me.
O nipa mo a say the why din o ye din sa, but sometimes na wa tuni ni akose wa tuni ni makose not like she looks around, so you look at the corner for a long time that she do the hand like that.
Okay.
Nah, maybe she's trying very hard. Or yeah, for some time, now I STD. No, I can say, I want this. I want that. She has 2 other siblings who are also girls. And almost tenacity because they forced to talk almost one who fear.
18. Washa say or menstruate. You then now okay.
Easy. Nana, before say over starting menses, I have an auntie in the UK who is a nurse. And I used to cry about it before she even started. Because Sebio Yama Crampo, one cousin would they had to handle it, and Yadiketua. So I started thinking, I cried about it a lot. Now, eventually I called her, and she told me that I wouldn't even obey a cat, but it was a weird. Anytime she's going to school, stick a pad in her panty. Even when she was far before then.
Oh.
Into the beer or corner my into bedroom beer or no casano, pardon any panty no more on shit. Because once you teach her a behavioral pattern, she thinks it's religious.
Yes, to me, son.
Until a druid Mrebia, I now use the thing to teach her how to stick it by herself.
Okay.
That was.
But until they be our school, I would be bomanasa when it's getting to that time.
No, because once you teach her, that was before. Or Kobiana, no the pantinimano cry. Or Becca say, where is the pad?
Okay.
This is how the man non was sticking.
Until 2 months or go school be our best take.
Even before today be an estikisa oba no was how to dispose it.
Okay.
Yeah, so when she started menstruating, she herself said the blood has come.
Okay.
Those were the words, the blood has come.
Okay.
So when she did that, I realized that she now knew when the blood would come and to not.
Okay.
So I started telling her, when the blood comes, we'll put this.
Okay.
So now she knows that when the blood comes, she herself picks up. But now, of course, tech has improved, and there are panties that come with the pad inside.
Okay.
So we now buy the panty with the pad, so she doesn't have to stick.
And you cry there, would they say you? Some of the things you are able to afford. Yeah.
And that's where a call for government and stakeholders to come.
Okay.
Because Usha a baby said TVET. Number T high train me baby kakra. TVET almost training is the technical vocational educational omuma to sebio normal growing people like us. But ka buy betuma for almost so no one more tailor made because the omuye textile technology, omuye information technology, creative arts technology, omuye fashion. And that's Batihoy who are graduating in Microsoft Word.
Oh, okay.
Will be a cry, would do phone manner, baby, I won't call Dano. She would dissect it and go so deep.
Okay.
Because her concentration is 100% when she's on the computer. And TBB say, and I said, baby, so vocational training, tailor made for people like her.
Autistic and
Qualana. Because nay, Sebio, maybe some who said that you may know. Na brabo no ebede because me ankasa is difficult. Why na be too much?
Yeah.
Nti say abai just like all of us to me create room for us to grow, go to the university, go to the highest. In abroad, I looked at on the was it on YouTube? I saw a man that is about to go to the university. He was out on dates. Share. I don't know one kasa opening normal life. Your friend John on YouTube, when you go on, even on TikTok, is on. Or call on dates, he does everything normal because the system supports it.
Okay.
Nti anka mesre na ma use platform yi. Aka say enya bakufo ko. Ti say the kind out of 100 kids I wo mo bia bakuwom.
Yeah.
Nti what it means is that kwa na koso and the numbers are growing. Unfortunately, in your son a panel. The question is, in Shishaya Bay, Naya to her, I know so be boa, awufua, sebi, omun to me, enye.
That's a good call. And Dr. Jahan Onunaniba and in Nasba 18 years ababawa or year autistic and Eraba Rasha Jibril a speech therapist and Wabwa ama and in Nasba Casa fine. Nasba Besama in the second song no na ye no akoye in break Nti ye beda mwasipa in him saying kakrak and yana then I Hamilton meso ni muno mwabwa ni ma
anka
Dana yama ubawati
nanka ombuano because that's her passion. They are good to sing.
It was but yesterday you were a baby, but soon you were growing too, and before you know it, you've become a lady. Or a man with children too, and your health and strength begin to fail you, and you say what shall I do? Because of days and years you may have wasted, maybe memories haunting you. So you say, my brother, that life is so short. It passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth. So remember your Kirita while you have breath. So you see, my brother, that life is so short. It passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth. So remember your Kirita while you have breath.
Dancing. Dance.
She wants to see you dancing.
Yeah. She can dance too.
One laughter and say, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, but he may be gone. They tell you your friend has left you in sorrow, and your world comes crashing down. Life is just like a little flower. Today it's here, tomorrow it's gone. So the toughs chase after riches and power, because they fail you when time is gone. So you see, my brother, that life is so short. It passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth. So remember your Kirita while you have breath. So you see, my brother, that life is so short. It passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth. So remember your Kirita while you have breath.
That's it. It's strange. If you don't say it,
If you don't say it, will not happen.
Thank you.
Ask her who is her favorite artist. Oh, she'll sing another one.
Just a
small.
Hurry up. This one she loves to sing it a lot.
Okay.
She doesn't understand.
Oh no, kona asaye. Awo mikirai na miaye. Oh no, kona asanasi. Awo mikirai na miaye. Oh no, kona asaye. Awo mikirai na miaye. Oh no, kona asanasi. Oyo batampa ye ye kasi. Wano na wa na ye ya kwaji. Mobrono fuwaja obiara ni wati sorry. Oh no, kona Aji, mo brono fuwaja, obiara ni what you sorry. Oh no, kona, osaye.
Yay, that's good. Thank you too. Thank you. So tell her to sit. Now you can sit. Great. The man to the last one I say they fedi. Sonza Mensah say it is not easy to have a sick child. My firstborn is deaf and dumb. Anytime I see him, I cast my mind back and my heart beats hard. It is well, eh? Be fine. And I will say, Solomon, may God grant you long life and good health, beautiful, sweet as you. Okay, Nanekia Pukia says, I'm crying but happy. It is well. God bless her mother. Her mother is Dr. Jahan. Ellen Knight says, yeah, God bless both parents and teachers. They are doing so well. Okay. Julius Kwame says, that's beautiful, beautiful girl, Nasba. And then Fifi Angwa says, I have goosebumps. Oh, Nasba. Nasba, they are showing you so much love, eh? And B Sechi says, oh, Nasba, such heavenly voice. You are blessed, girl. Coleman Sapilatu says, beautiful. And then Fifi 12 says, wow, this is amazing. Beautiful. God bless the mother for all the effort. And thank you to UTV. And Dr. Jahan, your PR colleague, Lawyer Pamford, he says hi. He says hi. So, one of your favorite artists?
Your friend is Hamilton.
Dinah.
Dinah Hamilton.
And your best sister Dinah say, "Ye pacho ye nya ba ma." Right? Fane ka o you mentorship program ne ho so nya nhye biase Sister Dinah Hamilton na so ne sane ma me si o twin na chi. That you only one also fe. Why are you praying like that?
Sebio, we don't know when God will call any of us.
Don't let me cry.
Obama yon kwatintina honde na yenyani kakra.
Okay.
But say in the likelihood say mreno so which you know why na betu ma yani see there we no.
Great. Enya she obi be ya man why? Nyame be hwe no. Abo oni dua nyame ne pra ne ho. You know that. Unti chi kra me makachi acho. Ti nyame be hwe ne so but Dinah almost na ba pe wasem pa odo. Nti o hwe ya na obi o hwe Dinah manager no Ghana. Na mo fanatete na maye. Na ne ma me be boa mo dodo. Na watumi aba be yo jumtini. Now I explore the talent and the fine. Teacher Master on see that say. Dr. Jahan, thank you. Our speech therapist, Sister Rasha Jibril, thank you. Pacho mo see damwasi, nyamwasi, ye kwa ba papa, ye be di Ghana nkomo. Sending you monasa. Mo beto ba akubiem. Okay, we dey edi out now the year ko. Okay.
She has never had a platform to sing about.
Okay. So Nasba, you can go now.
Okay.
Great.
So get that.
She's coming like that.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going.
Eddie, we can go.
We know we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. We will get there, we know we will. It will be hard, we'll know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. We will get there, we know we will. It will be hard, we'll know, and the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there.
Happy birthday to Miss Patricia Adams of Asalam Down Presby Church Christ Family Congregation and member of the singing band from Mickey the Triple Darling. Ain't Miss Patricia Adams, Mickey the Triple Darling, Emma, happy birthday. Or say Onyankopon, Unshira Obibre na Oma Enkwatintia, Ahodi Ewum, Afe mea Missio Slide, and me read you papa for no back no see you slide. See you a home base one, I home base TV, and they see you. I would see you when you're big 52. Hey. And papa say I go cry no nyabo. 80 happy birthday to CEO Sly of Home Base TV. Nyame onhira oma enkwatenten ahodin wom na kosoa tete emebuno a omo so ebeba ababeboa amadewubo ene ensemtwe adwuma no etumi akonkan. Covid Lawson akosi nyame che munyina mo frɛ CEO Sly na mo man happy birthday. Covid dey say oni no ane wo Home Base ho nti anopai fa envelope koto ne nanso ka fa envelope koto ne nanso akofi ko original amam for year movement kofi do ko original dey ne wakoto koko so je pato ho and kete wianso bono hene so kwa asase radio brothers movement dey movies I don't play my mina Azalvo Gasse. Ewo matadie fefe you feel say yeah matadie ye fe what on him pacho ya pam Ghana ya beautifully sewn in Ghana Azalvo Gensano say see the latest release na eba no 8th anniversary latest so Azalvo go 8 good years yay timpacho ya kwa Azalvo na to ade wo Azalvo go said ye be ya also obehu se wo shata de na no aye de na wani aje Azalvo ne sanu efe eno sign training kama pa nti wo pentete fe so be fashion designer fashion illustrator ko Azal nti yesemo apprenticeship program for mo fankofo ko wate for mo koma Azalvo na obetiti wo mo na wo mo aye pro friend 0244 155 266 0244 155-266 Azal ewo dance man Nazinos and beauty the hair mama esune mami enyi papa me de compliment Azal atade no na makamfo Zinos and beauty amount se wo penyi padia eno ani Zinos and beauty the hair mama okwa obenya enyi ahodo dia efe na ye shefata ne boni so die ebeso butum o spintex kotobabi eco bank echi hwa pe na obefre no 055-3837-201 055-3837-201 ubetimi so follow no ewo TikTok ede amame enje bakery da se insaka pano no na yakamfo enje bakery amount se wo pepano a ede na eye kama paadia ene eno ani Angel Bakery enti yakọ Angel Bakery for na kwaje pano unam kromu a otopano a entopano keke to Angel Bakery for ede wheat butter sugar na afi cocoa ne solid amanfo kamfo cocoa ni pa etufo nso mo frɛ wo mo 0264 227414 or abedi pele down ewo pig farm nyame ya domo this weekend in the week okay in Easter no say Saturday week tomorrow next week in Easter next week be Easter Betchreed ye be ko Porias pitch no ase ewo Akramo good park inte ya momra stand so Hawaii but your stand no P32 obebano ye will battery diffusers fragrances and hodo yes amount discount 50% and abrofo beka a whooping 50% discount enti bra battery diffusers ye stand ewo Porias picture beba so 19th April yi ewo good park ewo Akramo no na buy be ma discount ye da se obeba why ye da se papa abedwafo abayi amabi wo mache na makeka topics ne so ache mu yi die ye ma pitiri nkwa na afi ye nto aso emfiri ho 10 billion. Who call it 10 billion behind our issue? You know, congrats, P.
It's in Quadas.
Wabre.
Jumadin.
Okay.
And the swag at ya.
And now,
Juman's in aye.
Oh, so,
Auntie, and I must say.
Okay.
Na yenda papa jo mama say.
Okay.
And me say appointment by first time mama bahani. And untina I was say yeda UTV ahwefo nyina so ase. Na yenchia obibia. E papa jo mama de ne vision na owode mo man no eso. Na sa vision no and wahunu say ebre mu no yempaw mmabunu ne omanfo a omo wakoma pa no omo pepa na omo ye dwuma na yemfa omo totototo miamia no na yenhyehyɛ eniema no eni oman no se de oman ne bepa ne foto ma pefra enti ye chiche no na eja PSC tamashe pia
okay
ena nyame adoma odin akɔhɔnom na yakɔ PSC tamashe pia di na memfa kwan so na menchia me CEO Mr. Osman Suleimana.
Okay.
And the operation manager, Mr. Abdullah Rashid. And the team members in Yana. No question me. Oh, sir, yeah, can repairs of plane at the day. I won't mind Ghana. Ghana so a banner be brim ha. The biggest shipyard all vessels in terms of ship about for servicing maintenance near the Ghana and what the biggest shipyard or Africa. And you know most times vessels near man be brain or a whole man or more pressure or more beba for or more maintenance.
Time now, mammy.
Oh, I am by say, a trim quan once some. So some mahon or the Gagana. Well, we will be some saying, I know the hot idea no way. This time, idea back a year furniture, we set an agenda no. And it was restructuring agenda now pay the mama idea bano. You say PSC Tamashipi are one of the key areas yeah proper restructuring and then we set an agenda I will hold now very soon. Yeah, one of the key PSC Tamashipi one of the key agencies started 24-hour economy. And I think this is good news I was saying, first time I'm off me. Oh, mammy, I call back.
And I will be told airtime now. Which I am
just say, no, because you may be in any eye. And
fire time.
One bonfire, Mamma Baby, I want fire, Mamma Queen. Or some book that will not do my within 2 months, I conscious, you work criminal. You really up 24 hours. And I think it's a remarkable thing. Your mom, and then your wife is you to Papa, but the only GM appointments.
Chief Justice.
The Republic of Umuvia.
I will meet in a year at 12 o'clock.
Seriously.
You could drink your petition.
Petition.
A response to the petition, I actually Umufia Chief Justice. Until you could bobo, you didn't say that I become.
What fire the assembly?
Republic of Umufia.
You have country a bobo when you go through SAC.
Be a boko. Aquaba. A festival. Mucha chedi. A rababi Sarah chairman and say, Russ or redo Osu and a water and see. Yema happy birthday, Emmanuel. And to Russ say to redo to Sarah chairman and happy birthday. When we shall say, Okada ne, of our nippy one, okay, Pia Casache, of our uncle. Okada won't be regularizing. Okada, but consensus, said they are only road traffic and she say, so, and they said the cars, Bobo, Womo, and Yatino.
That's not a matter. I'm for Queens and share. Production team, na menchia ahwefo nyina.
Okay.
Jumeko Farban so ye chia no.
Okay.
Management nyina. And many congratulations. Ti ye bompa say at the end of the tenure of this office and I say whichever period I will spend the shipyard, no. You take a billion B. I want to chima because
billion.
I want to chima. Yes, spell.
Niti no was an eternal. Honorable Vincent. Good morning.
Not much here, we see you so near the
Yes, of fire.
For me, me stand on Okada and the Abaya Horo Pese or Moya Omono has never changed.
Okay.
First of all, my main can say, and she share power more de baby go. Na omo hu ekwan o befa so aye omo adwuma no ama and must say ahunudie kakra abamu no.
Okay.
I feel say ne kwan so no. But from day one, since the issue of Okada ebe politicized no, I have been against
Ofaya Okafra me intro no mpacho yanka say MPP rep na SSO ba no onya medruye ti mpacho bedru ye beyi na che edamase
no mukra say ade no Pascal enti
bibian Pascal mpacho
say we sure
Mr. Bedru asem ifin ko fa asem ma
Pascal enti ama ade no kro mo kwa anwekanin ni ho enti yanto aso I have been against the legalization of Okada as part of our transport system within the cities, especially Accra, Kumasi and its environs. My issue has been on the the point is say, Uko emergency a year, or hospitals now call emergency. Most of the accident, no, Okada riders. Now, when I be a dream, a Tifindo, and as a northern region, and I hear say Okada as part of the transport system. No, a year Juma Womra Paso the Bia Ededin. Even that, no, that there have been casualties.
Okay.
But not as so much as we see in Accra and then Kumasi, Temane, and Kroneba. Now, already, no, the city is congested. Kasafa traffic all right, and people have found the need say once there's traffic in the system, no, the other alternative Uber foot motor.
Yes, of fire.
So now I know His Excellency President Mahama Pese will share me. Nasa may late for 2 minutes. Would you cut that chairman cross-semen transfer? I will abandon that meeting.
And that is you, Ebimo Pepper.
Yes, Ebimo Pepper. I've had the cause to talk to not only Peter, but if anything, some of my colleagues, communicators, say, I deal with a dangerous, right? This time, on the regulatory, all right.
Maybe I want you or traffic.
Exactly.
That you need to
say, I will never sit behind a motorbike.
Okay.
I did all the chairman, men that was it. Men people.
Right. Motorbike in general.
I don't like it because I've seen gory accidents. And you see the accident that motorbike which is so and how to came crown on accident. In most cases, it be a but will be named forever. And I'm sure say these are some of the reasons in the ban with per se will legalize it now so what she should go where a be ma my year Jumane said ye fata na sa traffic a crossing no manumanka a bebafo. I say we are in this country, and say Ghana for yentifu. The hard drink crowd motorbike riding mo Accra and say time I will drive straight instead say or person you overtake no be taking or left or they go far or right and will pavement so baby into one area now they are bono. And Uko hospitals emergency centers the doctors now are overwhelmed with those things. It's a background, they don't even mind you. I didn't know a number cry beko cry for yasem than say. Now omo ayenim say omo fee say mo the motorbikes no higher green. Because every now and then say nipa name mu ya nensa anase no ho atiti complete a moja air pram no. And for me wo nkran Kumasi Tema any cities so kakra no. Say a day motorbike a part of our transport system. We must now be thinking, say, you be monorails within the cities. train kitinkiti a ene nam so ran kankrofo yi omo de be ye frakadam
wo fa ya
omo de ye Ronaldo adawo mo ne nkrofo de be ye frakadam nanka eno mo bi afen so even in the 60s in Koba Breso now we had started something like that, a friend blue train won't cry.
I see.
Yes now I'm ready. But
Africa now London crowd train nam asase no edu ba bia say bi be ba soro kakra Dubai for the in nam asase so ntu de me empewiem eno crowd no edu mfie say na bi edu anti we are sure say mono rails ne betimi aba musisi a na o man no ntu ne say ayinkron kran so a nya na enyi ye doso obi e ban kran na ekonani nti ye mpe another form of transport ana na ibetimi so ayemra ye beka say efa bi eni so me efa bi ni so nti beka so wo northern part of Ghana e kone de omudi traffic ehye so pa ukada nti ya yemra ya momo ti southern part de ukada ye illegal ye be possible sir
amano nsem na uka no omo sha asenya ne
no credit
omo say a journey with 1,000 miles begins with a step.
Okay.
Na some African countries omo ashase a omo ye me say Kenya, Nigeria omo ashase no ma it is only in Ghana and as a oba na yenkrofo yi omo de ebebrim ye so na I am most of the monorail na a single track nti anka me fan say fi adenta eba Accra Central if your friend say there be a traffic ebo piso pa no eba Accra Center, the center of business in other areas. Now, yes, I do. Now, what add the system of Ura Muhammad de buyer that is Ayalolo, I need the card and a board.
Okay.
Now, not what more than a crop for buyer. Ombe and a bus.
Which me a man another arrest.
Me man rest. While my young rest is the man doesn't need to rest. On transfer no share.
I need the President Jema Benya be Biana or Mamba and now Mamma Bepe. Inti be a bibu and I ya 1 pay. But in Chester, you're in
80% oh, you're obeying in yet.
And no, your assessment.
I mean, assessment. And yeah, man, assume June, me account, higher man, assume June, as long as 1 mile assume and drink and coffee brewuno. Yeah, man, assume June to 1 time could you now say. Just to UTV.
Once you give the title Your Excellency, you don't think that it's a say any bang.
Well, we are the excellencies. We are the honorables. We give them the position, and when we give them the position, they come and lord themselves over us and punish us rather. Into I didn't say Frakadama on crop for Yanka by now, mono real, and I say, sir, whatever, no more Yanka, Bebua Ghana. And so what we have to come 1 year. This year, instead of implementing something like Ukada, I am confident, say, there's no way the accident can be kept. The regulations will not stop the accident. And then the regulations will not stop the psyche of more riding motorbikes. And for me, I'm not too keen, but I'm happy about the regulations. Ne home normal license and normal. And also the economy in a certain way. But then we no free while. I'm not so much enthused about it from day one. More than a decade ago when they started campaigning, one party said may say one party may say I'm not been too keen because my home normal hospitals I just say motor riding in Accra. I'm worrying too much. For the family,
Peter or your mamba, I say. I won't say much about but on yes so keen about it. Boy, much in a movie so and I say chinchi and in a bemuti. Because Ukada for any day and I say challenges for home pa.
Me that's a pa na me fa kwan so bi mu na yan wo she NDC fraternity and the family of one of our strong cadres and strong senior men on my Dumadi Ama on my NDC Ambassador Sampiale and our dream Papa no Yantia Sempa were from Yaya and Tiamfa Quain so near we share a Busuan Yako any NDC any of mine na Sister, ya me ba wasem isre. Ade ba ko a e wosi hu say, I understand me nua yaw. The angle, a fear. Aha, into know that angle, no. A fear of, I say a fear of how motor accident. A corny almost say your mom most equable to say or motis one year the adeno, and some things be our working, and no, I fear or no, I keep for a long period of time, and is I a part of him. Into no, you be a casa, he expresses that fear. Okay. However, you see, I did the kind of was here and say, Sister, ya wan kasa kura kasa no. O say challenges a wo. Ade na is a part of this and I say any part of this. The Okada is ongoing. Issues are ya wa raise including omo hwe yen ebi omo concern about Okada ne omo dwuma omo ye no. Nam sa yo sumchi ana president Mama tena se ne mpanifo ehwe ya ana ye ka say no. Sa problem ya ye nyina hu ni say e problem no. E wo se pen puma sibire. E kwan ben ene be pesa ade puma sibire. E di nkan. Aye hwamu na ye sa Okada yi. Aye Ghana mabunu. Aye di andi na omo ye sa ade no. Aye source of living for them. Aye e kwan ya sa mrantie nsusu faso ema wo mo nsa ekọ wana no. Enti chimata e wo ho no. Yanam sa chimato no so ne nkase omadwuma no yetwam. Anasa chimato na e wo ho ye hwe kwan ye beso bo no. Eno na president mama.
Eno na eye adwuma.
Meba.
Say because e wo LI 1280 1280 right?
2180 no.
2180 matene no. 2180 ni mu say ade bia ye two legs no. And say ye dey commercial.
And make no. Say it wasn't there. It has come and has been part of us. And now it is covering a large part of the society.
To say that say Subambi or Hona say enya Galam say it wasn't done as this.
No.
But you see they are doing it.
No, you are regularizing in a different context.
Okay.
And until President Mama, this are corporate mining system no urban. So omo ye Galam say na yem stop you bia. Mumbese corporate mining system. Mumbese proper mining system I say. O pesa we mining na emrani ni fakwan we so. The same way ye dey call omo twi Okada. Ntina me tell say number 1, ye hwe say eye hwamu na ye sa adwuma we. Eye Ghana mabuno. Edi enti na omo ye sa adwuma ye. Eye adwuma omo ya omo sa ekoma no. Chimato na na wasa ade we hu. Problem we ni na wo ho eno ema enwadwuma na omo ye no etosin e wo baabi. Ana president bi bontoa. Ena so man Ghana fo. Monto abama me. Moto abama me a yennuanu mabunu ya omo ye sa adwuma ya. Adwuma na no anu omo didi omo busuafo ni biye ni bibia. Nanso problem ho no. Sa moto abama me a me den sese ye beto akwan mu. Na mrantie ayo omo adwuma no mra kwan so. Omo ye omo adwuma no kwantene na eso. Na at the end of the day omo so nya bibia koma no. President Mama Bosheba yet abamani and through the indefatigable sector minister Honorable Joseph Nipe and the DVLA. And let me say that Honorable Joseph Nipe, the ministry which is Ministry of Transport no a set ministry me agency no we fall under. So PSC Tamashepi that we are under the Ministry of Transport. And let me confess here say Papa no Papa or Honorable Minister Joseph Nipe, and then she say, all year for the various agencies, said ye best structure near create a sustainable job for the youth of this country and raise proper revenue for government. As Sunny, and you also your Honorable Joseph Nipe, your Monabaso, and then she shall nearby, including this Okada regularization way. And this I the also Ghana for in agriculture say. Also, and Sanabi will am regularizing Okada riding ana no correct yen na samre bibri mamu yedi nkogo bia na ye reference Rwanda even before we call Rwanda no oko Togo ya oko Benin ya how omo ye omo motorcycle adwuma no aya na efe But the modernized standard see obia a reference Rwanda. Eba ne say na Rwanda for etumi aye nhihye ye pa. And no do Rwanda krom na hwe wo mo twumoto. O ma senso de o ma kade so mo di braso a light is so ready pe o moto ni bie no be trespass. The moment you trespass emra ne obedi. Monitoring measures are on California wo Rwanda ama Rwanda for omoto twie e transport system no efe e ya de amama na ya commend saade no and na the visionary leader President John Mahama say let's go and learn from that. And the sector minister and the agencies no omoto anamo anoma Rwanda and omakosha the Rwanda model na yes, regularization of Okada riding. And I'm saying we are coming to what? Inculcate that thing here. And this is yeah, you did walk on Marana, but this is ye. Yeah, the 1 year now, you buy a home buying. You know, no more, yes, you man, or may animal council. Or more, may yet, not or more at a my tenant council. Because, I mean, so sometimes some of the accidents, recklessness. Because I'm monitoring Papa Bian, you wouldn't know.
Say, car for you cry.
Oh, accident. And I know
accident.
And also your point.
Car for you. Police in a show.
Yes.
It's motor for you, police in a show.
Of course.
My car for you, police in Genoa. But I know from one aircon. Just a friend of police be too to a dinner. Police for you so no so. No when you are cardian so enough. Moto for ya omuni so and don't tell me that because you're there and rabanity. Moto ride the beer be this so pepe. And she said, well, ye gina no when you now say, oh, traffic move and say police no corruption and I'm motor ride an action. Because why not you say, Wunina? And she said, Rabana or see you. I said, me won't home quite make Gina. Now, when you know, police by a day.
Is that me that's a power? Tina me power semono. Question all the banner be tum. Na ye phenomenon common na ye day. She shall be saving tea. And at the end, kindness there should be the law. And no crap says you. Any people more more tinti. Said you motiano no so abrobo. Okay. Sa afo no wo ho. Na sa afo no so ye kwaye ni mu no embra no will make provision for all those laws. Me ade ye inspirational and say Rwanda for to me aye na ade na ekoso to tia. No matter how amana ye woman embra kudro bebre and wo kuro ne mo. But there are elderly records of people who are flouting the laws. I was a mlano anyone tie. And this is any of the beba. And she shall not the beba. There are people. The same way, no, there should be a provision to deal with such people. What is very key? I was saying to say, I am monitoring. Okay. Proper monitoring and enforcement. And this when you know, and pennyfour, you do better no. Here I am, pan say a proper enforcement. So we wonder what to me. Now, all the enforcement mechanisms now why can't Ghana do same? And Ghana
I when you could no successful and necessary better so
so just here example. Most of the things, development strategies are pick it up. The model no has been rolled up by some countries, some developed worlds, and I answer pick it up. It's in the same way. And as our Okada regularization system we so it is in a country. Omuya bibremu mine. Let's just say I'm on an input a bibremu mine. No more to me say a pago poemu ama Okada regularization so I make. Is I am country in Brana me cocoa business. I was a lie. Now me treat me the motto and I'm then your friend is saying fans no and I'm a coffee never and I'm then fans because that area no good to me then any car it's a man I'm me to me say me one kind the school life near the other sometimes late for lectures me say me take care of me see Africa no my head but sometimes even coming for shows menya me car me take care no me hwe me no I'm a day much sure.
So to moto. Memory.
I understand.
That's right. Personal moto.
I understand that.
Name mom say wo dey be fa wo bi aka
you see, Mama Chawade.
Because Rwanda weekend, Rwanda no ofa nipa no or she helmet or man nipa no so helmet ni bi
Exactly, that is when she say
obi mu wo special lanes. And omu di traffic and she say yen so
fantastic.
But for fire 1 minute.
Rwanda kwan no. And say ye di.
Odi ameba ho. Yeah, odi ameba. Mama answer sister ya de.
Osi Kagame aye kwan no. Into first things first.
Yes. You see, systems and structures. You see, if you don't start, you cannot even end it.
You have to start from the end.
No, it's not from the law. Is the first thing. Get the law in. The law no ensure because it is under the Ministry of Transport. It is the same Ministry of Transport and also ensure I find you not sentence for that.
No be able to almost say DVL no more roadworthy no more because I charge you because are the roads worthy for the vehicles. Because to be crying the car mono. And so now, Quina saying the car. Transport. Said the whole cancer first things first. I'm running a first. Are you really sure I'm running a first? Sister, and I say, I'm quine a first.
I'm running. Any akwane hihye no because in the mrano e was say a shemu say yenhwe say yakwan no yanya kwantene for all the motorcycle and so also ka ho and moving forward
that regulation mu na e be hye
no, it's not said Okada regulation. It can be part of it, insurance, and that is why it is under the Ministry of Transport. The Ministry of Transport you see on roads and highways for na yakaso bom na yahwe say yakwan no atene any ade. But the most important thing here is say problem we are yekeka ni nyina no yamfa mra na ama na yan start regularization they said you Rwanda for obi ahyeche the otinati so cheche or do light obegina no ni nyina be wo mre ne mo it will be and no must start registration people will be registered under and there will be monitoring measures and those things ni nyina ya aboafo ayebeboa it is I said ya na ya kaposi for asem ewo taxi and ashenkafo problem no media no yenyina will be a part of the whole monitoring system aye who said chimato bia yeso bebo hu dawuro na mpanifo apekene up so me I believe say this is a good step for us
krampo yegina omoje red ni blue
of course na said nyina but we have to start from somewhere and that is a good step for me and we have to commend government we have to commend the ministry and the DVLA for coming out with this initiative at least mbabunu benya adwuma kama
yes kwesi kwaten kwesi na de obedom na kane no portfolio no na mikura o em say one man terms into my twra amame portfolio no ka kire me
ordinary Ghanaian
kwesi ordinary Ghanaian na you na mum say wa ba o be representing one
say my by MPP party
MPP so your communication team member
yes
thank you because first na dey can make former we say PRO Ministry of Education
yes that's me a former
mtie no so ye okay enti kwesi akwa ba ase na wa form kwa na me de wa oben na mi mu pa kwa
kwesi ni
I'm sure that oh I
have never met yes
prodigal brother
me dashe no hapa
yes any education sense
we call for education we say nkwan mo ye fine bibia na joy for mo report mo ya bani na so masa
my own course na nyesa ko ti for education what ya ni bia so ene ye nkoye ni ti my own course but ye nko akiri je wa beto so aye Okada regularization kakakra nsana yakohwe mining die naka
me abam dase me sia abodofo am so me bona baso
okay
na ba abama when you baby she mood pa
anti so deputy CEO PSC Tamaship yard
mo hwe containers na so
na sure
hey wo me say na mo bi ha wo so say dia on za wo to man here
we man fa na home right
ba me go stay today
okay
Sir Okada Asemi Eken. Regularization of any venture be a course be no. Any other money.
Okay.
But before a castle Mrs. Sebi will be called Epekwa Boko any day, any number. Nanka media share within be the motiver anka enye mfonso kra
okay
say ne wa ha nyina yefo
Pacho me
menfo.
So mummy do na move. I'm for na movie from station to station.
What me came man to boss.
No, would you deny that? Also for Omuyusu, would you deny that? You can't deny that.
Well, my me Kenyans. I mean, genuinely, there are times very necessary. One for cry in terms of delivery, I don't know.
Well, delivery, deliver me, mama.
As you say, they play a certain role in your economy. But you no my
okay.
Say on my way, your general compliance on the enforcement of certain laws no form. And saying Drew baby or mind you who say when it comes to compliance, it's me say any use power so mubia and no mabu ma yem fat and come home my sebio at the swadia for sign day MIA. Now my mama ya mama example. Maybe to say your rule safety compliance. E form power. Omaya about ujinedi pattern. It serving by virtue of just picking a call and calling a big man. Picking a phone and calling a big man. A seminar SC in an SUB chow. Tiasemi you. Omaya sebio you Land Cruiser and obey traffic regulations. The sad part is that when we cross our entitlement mentality, say Land Cruiser they on council be a KBS or Chocomano. So acquire there, so acquire there, set traffic home, set traffic in him. Yeah, my
and I said, why put
it in my muha. I idea, yes, so normal.
Land Cruiser, a political car.
Yes, in Jupiter, so yet, one acre now moved now, Sika, or the Pelan Cruiser, me and son, at Twasso, in you know, Kumha, we should be chicken to Tiana Pacusi and for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Or here, not in the sad part, police in the Queen who was at you.
Never salute. Different from salute.
Now, moving away from there, my remember your laws be to say sanitation.
Okay.
And you're so normal, say, we'll be too idea to for more behind Kahoshe. How many times the media for more reporters say, we'll be quite sure Mureguha, and my head neck or court, and my enforcing. But the master who
okay.
So when it comes to general performance on certain laws in this country, not even certain laws, most of our laws, yana were form papa. Until say on mine, you bear say drew ho. Now enforcement are no better. Here can you drew her no be cassable. No say any actual cry or damper effect.
Okay.
Damper effect no moto for no. One more moto kwana uchu. Na car yetwa. You say damper body na a lot of them are compliance issues. Yetwa obe friend who was as you in order.
Okay.
People have their own reservations. Even people within the MPP has their own reservations about the man. By a quan so yetwa no mebo yetwa as you be friend one in field.
Okay.
So and then when you hope you any people who say yes IGP na ya dey aba. Tell you into
okay.
And never be a real drew within the 21st century. We are seeing about artificial intelligence, how we explore science, technology, engineering, no money to solve societal problems. And then America in my year, a papaya only way you go car spacey. The Elon Musk project Trump so go for
okay.
But be we are seeing commodity a drone. And then go for how one will be integrated proper transportation system to boost the economy and boost development.
Oh, say now we are see baby doing yes,
the point is that it's a very lazy approach to the solving problems. A very lazy approach of solving problems.
How?
The conversation that say baby so per se your transportation problems also solve what. I didn't see that my musa I didn't see that Okada ho asem nyina be useful. Okada ho nkomo nyina be useful say because of your traffic situations. It is the way you buy a government now per se would they a dream a policy initiative to come and solve the traffic problem.
Not just traffic situation, then unemployment.
Unemployment, yes. And the be at this happening there, but I'm happy you are adding unemployment. One has to do with the traffic situation, and two has to do with the unemployment. And those are the main issues. The government has the very powers and authority to make decisions. Best some mining punto. The drive in on the base will be to shake you. You are coming to reset the economy, reset this, reset that. Now I got to say. one of your solutions are there and say, we will promote Okada business. If you ask me, it's a very lazy approach. And a celebration of video
where you see.
Yes.
And I say about delivery, sir. You can see your maintenance so. Name of delivery, the American I deliver. So, one breath and also away. In another breath, a lazy man approach. Saying him say, or move and yes, he regularize. Say, okay, help in carting or in transporting goods, helping in delivery, like we call them dispatching, rather than say, oh, they bear
mean to me, it will be very dishonest on my part to sit here and pretend, say you Okada Jumano, and any panel. Okay. Now, and you be being no more the air, wow, mine baby. It will be very dishonest on my part. So, any good communicator, yeah, oh, yeah, no quarrelphobia, as or the positive fast person here.
Okay.
Nobody disputes that. To see I two emergency abandon be here will be at to a drug will be. It will be safer to use Okada. But in advance time today may be talking about drones. But I'm saying it's a baby of mine a drone. And in pray away with all the promises that you made. Yeah, be reduce your employment, yeah, the 24-hour economy ba, a man for your third Juma, they'll be running 3 shifts. 3 shifts regarding me, I was even thinking is a by now Okada for you, yeah, pay baby integrated. Unfortunately, you betrayed those promises that you made. The acquaintance say the first love letter mobile and the mom go for you modi. Kora umuti on my ma. Na be don ko Okada. So Massima making in say amamono name with the sunu to say oh yeah president and also about Bema and you know I say a day for bi. Any policies be now dey ba. Yen peje mu kakra. When a policy is coming from the government, is you policy mu ye de eyedu. What are the biggest problems and the biggest stress you cover with unemployment, due to unemployment? Metiasia, say be a baby and who bet me a UBI day, a 4 BI Juma. And yet, you cry by some crack 10,000 fee, say be a boo, offer mu 20,000. I did and crack 20,000 if you're not for 10,000. That is like and got 10,000. But we need pragmatic solutions. They solve the problem of unemployment. Your solution is so be you. You hear say, who did this a traffic kuma? We are baby auntie, and then you're 2025. You make your Okada to home.
All right.
You improve your railway system, aviation system, all the other proper transportation mechanisms. Trump some money at an entire interview. Those are the conversations you should be talking about as a resident, and yet Okada legitimization, regularization.
Okay, thank you, Akwesi. Minko Facebook Emrai. Ali Ahmed Manaf, the NDC guy, since his appointment has been smiling a lot, but he exaggerates too much. Samuel Kwao Okla, Okada regularization must include all road regulations in Ghana, including wearing of quality helmets, only 1 passenger and not more. Traffic light observance and having driver's license and Ghana card. Okay. Hi, bro. Says good morning, sister. Yeah, looking awesome. Thank you. Please tell Mr. Tando that enough is enough. He has dug the man to his hole. Now, what does he want him to? Now, what he wants has come to pass. He should enjoy his sweat. He should enjoy his sweat and leave Nanado for us. Okay, hi, bro. No. And as for because of politics, we are legalizing Okada. Robbery won't end now. Okay. No. Mad liar for good morning. Yeah, I'm not a prophet of doom or naysayer, but I think legalizing Okada will do more harm than good. Okada may be serving short-term public transport needs, but regrettably, a majority of them ride recklessly, speed above the legal limits, amongst others. Okay. Kamal D. Mohammed, I assume that Kwesi worked his director of communications on a sister network before coming. He was also making some submissions, which is so illogical of them, really. Rema Muzama, please, sister, when one says something goes wrong, you won't read it. Why? And I'm a yay, Rema. Message you crowd with the buy Makai, Mr. Whether it goes wrong or right, I will read. Bring it. Tahiru Bukari, sister, good morning to you and your panel members. Look, the solution to this country's problem is to industrialize the economy, because the Okada riders, many are in because there are no jobs for them, and they can do any illegal job. or they can't do any illegal job, you mean? Okay. Eric Boache Obaya, in this AI modern world, while people are thinking AI means of transport, SkyTrain, etc., we are here thinking of Akada Pragya as means of transport for the sake of unemployment. Okay. Eric Boache and Sukusa. There be any break. No, Kobonundu, Entianko Galam say, what's a wadama, Mr. Government to stop issuing prospecting licensing to small scale miners. Enti mode ban beto so anase wo mo ba fu free na mo kite bi dadan so a still mo prospecting so yes P
na said the mechanic me use 1 minute per
now how many minutes how
1 minute na anya you see on say what is MP before kasa say na ora say we are in the AI system in the transport system
AI
first century
21st century na mo be ya adanko dada do SkyTrain e ko wie chen mo di Ghana for $2 million $2 million eko ya catch Ghana for say we have short medium and long term measures to sort out our unemployment issues, our transport system. Say ana yenya that system you are talking of mudi musika mwanya honshe no. How do we handle the situation at hand? And a vision leader say, no, you have a regulation to you can control more for now. Once we roll up government major interventions, the country will be running 24 hours. So, $10 billion big push agenda for infrastructure development that will be creating more jobs. And will be migrating from that system to cover that area. And on the bus, I will have limited people to say they now can or more delivery service or more pen and more mostly no and they engage in that. But for now, how do we sort out the problem? And maybe be near Jumanye. Sadly, yana mburu do tuone mo duma o moye. O ba mo anya ho hwe. And so I will come once more. And one for one nice SkyTrain. And more than $2 million. President Mama see any $2 million. Yeah, they bomb no my Jumaye. I don't know what to me and Yamutu opposition. Munsia the Amofa book ni paper. Now Munsia said the President Mama is so minor. I will be able benefit, including you people.
Young prospecting license to be stopped.
Resetting agenda. No. The mining sector, no. The President Mama kuma so pa. And now the sector minister, Honorable Amakufipua. Let me commend the minister. You see, the way Papa no I am very firm on the measures and strategies President Mama actually almost from work money and stand near mano maniache. Now say how to say you see I revoke some mining concessions near the amount for you who did because now I could be something about or more when you be that so fantastic. It is a see President Mama say yeah ote. You know transition near money ye because no one the vision ever
more what prospecting for them so
yes
okay
yeah what for now
dear me tell you say more license from December 2024
no say boki ye man na see an hot prospecting small scale mining in your money now the time will come because President Mama pesi nyabo
okay.
Na young scary abibia young fancies say
that's the case. I didn't know more than thought prior to election, no. Civil societies near Mount for suggestion say ban it completely. Na fe mo share them na mo restructure. Jafe ye ban ye kwa ni enim say ya tinetene niama ti ye kwa ye nim. Ada na ne mo nya ne sa na mo ye wa na se ye butot. Okay, halt there small scale mine and a license I demand from December. I say oh, you're halting prospecting. Why not place the entire ban on the entire thing?
You see,
and then
mostly when they are talking now, maybe I'm referencing is even in the forest, mining in the forest, mining near the other. It be na question maybe at all.
Okay.
And what bad one baby. It will be
Baku for the shemla. Baku for the shemla.
And I'm sure being as I am buying into me cat will be I'm saying yes as somebody.
Because I'm actually a few for shemla.
Oh, I just say executive powers now found my answer. No, when I say Marato, to the other
private members go
and also yes, but we say ya by Mara. Young kind of it will all be nice and Marato and Wabato. It will be 2 years, a choir of the first one. ubetumi saa mara na every one. There are more and several consultation and engagement you have to do. There are more stages of the law. Also fans and what to me saa mara na for. President Mama some when you be na repealing man, but in Sisenia na muntu na year 2 and sana ya duru hono and then I was a Ghana for a person when you know this energy. Now Obia who say your papa and your kumapa. You see, fighting this Galamsey issue, the biggest political will of papa. And this how of papa na President Mama and the sector minister and demonstrating and even Mama can pay. So we be with your government appointee we NDC ni and PPN and FAO and barani nyachiwa acho. And the President Mama has on several occasions I want the NDC for appointees. Mushubeka obi no akwa engage in such act because marani so mo anubedi. And these are some of the instances me did say yeah call it your friend is saying prospecting is Shane somebody it's part of it. It will be to me call prospecting. My young fat in Shishanin Bokwemu, at the various mining areas, no, they are compliance. When you are earlier on, not talking about compliance. Yes, compliance has been one of our major problems in the country. The laws are there, but how we comply, has always been the major problem. The enforcement. One more year, your matter to an IGP through your friend say, Minister for Interior. That's what command they say. Yeah, your friends, the police commanders now more the various mining districts in yes, that's all munyana. These are all part of the measures necessary. Yeah, you did
make it was you nanka me bisa say ye beya no kakra as a problem no so. Nti ye say obia munyai na fe yentu ebo ase say ye si dan no yen san hihye block on block na fe yenfa map no meto na yenfa nya adwuma
MPP for Babem 2017. They took some steps and say, oh, Yabane. Yabane na yesi Yabane no. There were some people who legitimate licenses are also more pretty. Yabane omunya so at the end of the day no. Ni who say kofobi mu hye kwa omoye den. Omoye sa man no. President Mama mpese obeye that knee jerk na adanko that down strategy no. Yem fun one at a time. Na yes say ni nyina say de be ya holistically ni bit me address the problem.
Thank you.
And whilst we are trying to stop some measures, those who are legitimately like mining also say monitor so more mining legitimately. And one more mining legitimately Galamsey for no so no. Ye fa kwa ya ye yi omo every one. And it no say monchichi your friend saying excavators no. Any omo machine ba mo che amamon say. And say na e go ko efe. Mumia bi akiri na megidi say ye benya result papa no bi ne hu say anko bransu ani mo tia e ba ne ade ade.
Thank you. Who say susu saying
okay, me here 1 minute. Me can nyina abo. Just quick one. On SkyTrain, so bi wo ho say bio, wa fate kwa na asempo a. Boy former president Kwamonche, me I don't mind. Say your mind sika. Okay. But maybe because of my training as a lawyer, some of these things will make you on pronouncements on public platforms like this. Because MPP before we are $2 million, I don't think it's fair. At least you can even qualify as an allegation because at now, obeying for action pressures are charges on young convict will be on that. And then it's really proper because
P. Mesro,
Matthias, ordinarily you can't say that one alpha, one five, body party, no father call him. No, these are just mere allegations. A bit more and some of them.
There be on Cassie in and
just a quick one on Okada Honsebi on unemployment. If you recall, some more manifesto even though on one paragraph, most of the 20-year economy, but now within the public service, the private sector, no really out employment, more the 3 streams. We you also have to remember that paragraph 478 of Moamo budget about employment. It's just a contradiction. It's a name called for
employment is the same.
Yeah, there's a net freeze on employment. Paragraph 478 of the
if you say from carried over from the IMF condition, some areas of public sectors no but it is not general.
It's not general.
It is
that's why I've given Mama reference. Okay. Say paragraph 478 of one more budget law. Almost there is a net freeze on employment. Net freeze nature say until say you be called retirement no. About you maintain for behind that. That is, I mean, he's here. He may be able to respond, but I'm giving you the specific reference. And on one side, you see the contradiction. on one side no also ko amend labor laws no now the 24-hour economy aba na fa nkrofo no pa wi anwumre na nipa bebre obo mutuo kada yi na obi anya adwuma on the other side also a freeze employment do you amend labor laws if on akofo
na the 24-hour economy na ban mu nko na be ya adwuma
oh but if you require yeah oh say kauti as what make ya because of the question that you asked, now I'm surprised because make actually say 24-hour economy no their argument is that one more fan for within the public and the private sector and T2 in the public sector one more will people within 3 streams. But on 3 streams was okay within the public sector. Meanwhile also the same budget have present to about employment. In the how are you going to employ them? When it comes to employment and employment, you don't go there because your own government has stated in their budget some more about the employment. Now on Galamsey, at least for the record, how some media people made it to look, and maybe for me, my dream SSB was from a good will and a good motive. Obi no the pressure to President Akufo-Addo should be he was in charge. He password the baton also. But what I disagreed. And maybe I no mind how they personalize it and made it look like an MPP thing. What can I catch them and say, NMPP are there, NMPP are there. It's a crime, a problem, or more, Mummy. A guy will be as MPP are there, MPP free ho. I could afford the ho. But I'm saying so persist. President Mahama, so Kaya, on my just few thematic areas, be a one who says Sabra and Akufo-Addo are bong. Galamsey, no person fighting, political will into a buyer or obey. One of them. Yeah, so Kaya also be declare state of emergency. Now President Akufo-Addo failed to declare state of emergency. So you, all of us had some few at least basic knowledge in legal education. State of emergency in Yanse Beko Parliament too. Just an executive instrument. And we even here 2 days and they pass you. Just 1 day, which media issue state of emergency. State of emergency no can say President Akufo-Addo has failed to declare. No by or be declare what this when you say according to this. State of emergency they go see say. This is what they fight Galamsey. One of the major promises or can and say President Akufo-Addo are failing to issue state of emergency or obey issue no. So
someone will say so no wada or papa na dia chen former President Akufo-Addo because President Mahama.
How one
say someone will say that no wada or papa edi ache former President Akufo-Addo one no sabre na emra no ma ho kwan so President be approve say obetimi akọ mining no forest reserve mu no oba o say no muni meme part of that act and I won't approve of such an act. I say yes stop this prospecting because obitimi prospected 10 years 15 years me once you him say watra o2 ade na nkasa he may not have done fully well but he's shown much commitment.
Let me tell you even President Mahama the first coming Udi Kaba first 2012 2016
2013
2016 okay. It will be very unfair and dishonest on my part to say Sebio Galamsey go anye hu bibi
okay
a baby Fisi President Evin Kumamreso Eba President Rollins President Mills President Kufubia baby President Akufo-Addo baby
yeah
and this is all far isolated we the Galam stop by we see but at the end of the day it's a problem that's all and then this is Akufo-Addo failure it is a papadia somebody who said I'll put my presidency on the line and then you're everybody has demonstrated the goodwill. But what I'm saying is, say, you're politicizing and the same be a car, especially President Mahama now has the power. Or see, state of emergency, no. State of emergency, no. Let me tell you, my main count on state on record say, even in bad laws are also laws. Sabra. Na ya water you train petino and your mere bohom by peniere no money slave trade me those were the laws there was nothing wrong with that and there is even nothing wrong when the law say you have to mine within this mining forest reserve or something because it comes with regulations and compliance. What is wrong is when the regulations and the compliance are not followed.
But what can say?
At that time it was a law.
We are country that have issues with compliance.
Yes. No, I am. But Nana, I want to me say. What am I say? Sebio, the fact that you even revoke those you repeal. First of all, Kwaso be repeal. He's not even repeal it.
Okay.
Also, as he's talking about amending. Okay. But the fact that you repeal, you even revoke licenses, will not necessarily end the problem of Galamsey. It's part of the processes. I do agree. But I'm saying is that there are strong areas of camp. Also, Bako. say declare state of emergency. But go so ka say one more we galamsey no kwa no enye kware a church or mining pit no. No more the main financiers of the MPP Akufo-Addo has failed to what failures of Betchum. Into a can say Miss Atas or Bar, or no, you will be at Senegalam say ni bia or pitting bia or Grand Choma Ministry. Okay, during the campaign season. And your Kikan is separately because Omuya Akufo-Addo on Crawford no Moya Galam say no dear. Yachi or more didn't know Ujai. I don't know, sir. Maybe I'm not explaining myself, or probably you are not getting.
Because you said what I'm saying is what I'm saying is Omomuya Galam say no, Akufo-Addo on Crawford, and on sign say about Omomuya Galam say no, the Yachichom no be Jaiomo. Some say maybe he said different things at different locations.
Maybe come ask me in Jamaica for clarification's sake. Let me explain to you. President Mama asked me what kind of say. President Akufo-Addo is what Crawford to face the law. Omu achi omu nyina yankofo asebi omu ni sika kwa atwa aduane ye de.
Okay.
Wonu omu opiti ni mu no omu ntimi nkoto excavator. Wonu mu ntimi nto cyanide. Wonu mu ntimi all the chains na ya command e timi me kwam na omu ntimi nye de enye.
Okay.
Na president Mahama de onu ogidie say Akufo-Addo nkofo omu aban ni. And the big men will fit the big men no more bet your mind now a grant amnesty to omo ya che omo no.
Okay.
What happens to that? It was one of the promises or here they we are also still looking up to him. But I'm necessarily not granted. Political class Ben watching. No, I mean the principle is not the principle of Asama American has nothing to do with what he said. But we are just trying to look at sometimes when we are in opposition and someone can for power. It may not necessarily be so. After you buy a nano, most of my chinipa 173, I say, one with the big man baby. I Oscar ya mobile deal Western North of what I have for travel in a good so much and so no I'm saying Mountain invited for investigation. But yesterday the move call from Kwana most of mom how they only meet to excavate and as Abra no so muntiminton. Only meet tomato. Now what Timia my amnesty in Swan. Oh my amnesty also Sabe use artificial intelligence.
Okay.
To also fight Galamsey no money ade. But you see for me I don't hope the NDC loses the fight against Galamsey. Me do too. Me first and touch them do me abra. Kono go na matna. Meaning the diversity part of Galamsey. And me, I just hope them and wish them well. But one more approach our modern fighting Galamsey, as I speak to you, is a very lazy one. Now me this year, didn't make us say
which one is the hard-working one? The Yanaka a bit me a fighting efficient one.
Go for from say water river gas.
Okay.
River gas what they fighting Galamsey. We say river gas no. One more say omedi kon consult police for state agencies. Say two Galamsey wo
omedi kon consult.
Omo information. Say two Galamsey wo Asante Achema.
Okay.
Enti police for ni ho montie. Ahemfo ni ho montie. DC for ni ho montie. Aye so ko fa water gather ono free bi adome abra. So do ye two Galamsey wo mikromu dome abra ntino. Onko ka enchire police ni bi wo kuma se no momra ho. Na me metuwe se mete dome na me wo fa ase na me nua bi etu Galamsey. Me fa ka kokuma se akoba mane wo na police for abetu to abo mo. Elia masanta ko mhadi dia. Very lazy approach. One way here wo mo ne Galamsey for fa akoye one. Wo be hwe na fe wo mu fufu gra mo di.
Okay. Over meet you.
Just me moment dey me ro ho magana. So me hwe nhyehyeye akwa me komadi go ho efa gold and I say a good deal etu eho e wo Ghana ha na yetu no ya to nyina gu na ya bedum pempen so ya we just like can be up Ghana today or say Association of China Mining launched in Ghana to support Chinese miners in Ghana.
Over the weekend, I saw the video, and I can actually be Japan.
Well, we are a country, and I said, maintain us here.
That's the same.
Just say, young fanche, ye Japan, young fanche. Okay, say Ghana for.
And you say the Kogu Medamase. Now the only class of Medamase.
Until Ghana for, bet me a call, no Marco launch Association of Ghanaian miners in China. No more the omoye wahi. You know, say China, so they have in terms of capital, and it's almost Jilo and Bayajuma. We are no feel her. I must say, there's another thing that I've seen here. Mamin Koti, or say President Mahama has said that he will not tolerate any form of mining in our river bodies or forest reserves. In the next few days, we are going to round people up and prosecute them.
Okay.
already a lot of deportations have been carried out. We've just not been advertising them. The honorable could get a picture and any dinner show say or could. But of course, you say, Oman Penny Mahama, Aka, mine and Wasem, are very much concerned about, or more mining where your river bodies in the forest reserves. But the approach is my problem. The air now, no, I am to me and find LCR, no. As I say, you dive vetted from that, saying that those actions, and as I say, modus, no, Nanka yem fa for na yem fa guako. Say, you share say operation way, operation that, and Kusiaga, halting licenses for prospecting for small scale miners. It's not bad. In fact, it's a good step. But I say, we must go to a point I can say, you know him say this prospecting, and yet excavator near the year. They are simple gadget. We bet me baby a good. Okay. Don't tell me say, Minerals Commission, any Ghana are buying, and I say, or more mining sector no, or more name say, prospecting no. A man for Eddie, I hear a friend say, a bakery bunny say, a man for the idea, or make a show room also more prospect now, a pure mining or more. Okay. Minerals Commission is aware. And we can then miners who could be some of some prospecting. We boom, we are saying, portal. Now, the entire Emma a hammer this approach. And even the caption that I read right now. We deporting Crofono or more fearman on your best say assassin. Not Ghana and India are prosecuting the Nakotum. It does not make one single sense. Okay. It doesn't make sense, Mr. Minister, whoever is in charge. It doesn't make sense. Who says Aisha one day no it was that Enya. Sisi ansume mo deported. Na Aisha one na another Ankasa one so crop say deported no buy so one. Nobody briefed him according to him. But at the end of the day, she was deported, and the country said, "No, why did you deport her?" Because they wanted. They said, "We was for say loan binti man in travel." Right. Okay. As we speak today, say Aisha one work or memoir. You and I we don't know, right? Now, if you prosecute your own people and jail them, now foreigner no will not feel baby ababe say assassin. We're deporting the song. Who told you say he will not come back? When they come back, we don't even know whether they are in or not. Okay. When you deport a group of people from Ghana, another group of people will come because they know say when they come, after making so much money, they will deport them. Thank you. Oh, the Miniano, me to me a boashim, the rubrasu. Oh, the Uber say, the man is a messer, Mamma Molash remarks, and I appoint me remarks on one man. Okay, thank you. Oh, Mammy saying 1 minute remarks wrong. Thank you. Fact of the matter, they say, okay. The approacher, Abraham Mahama promises by AI. As we speak, we know, say, zip line, your bohu a just say, they inflated the amount involved for its implementation, okay. Right? But whatever it is, no, it is serving a purpose. Can't we employ the services of drones? Said ye and the rough from Pom Boating will be my TSSA. This is the method and Kayade fighting and another now our painty and no palm me. These are the records. You bet me I go back to that particular year waiting crying. You could see, say the new forest will be a shame, Western North Forest Reserve will be a shame. Nothing so the team of men have me again any. Nasastaya as for reason or model what say or man for the Tosha Ghana soa or model defend ye. Now say your friend is saying Galam says a handful of them every forest near you so not Ghanaian as Rafun to be defended. Then I am scared to be a Ghanaian. Okay. I am asking and proposing saying sir approach say yeah the way stop we should unleash the military on them. Okay. We should enter the forest and the river bodies as if because it is a selected few. Okay. So see how allegations are faced there. To be selected to go to that forest so called fighting galam say no. Or to have bribe man paying for no be selected woman.
of
allegations. Allegations will be okay. Until before Sebekono, which you have brand because depending on or Kohono make it ska. Until we should unleash the military say a cold war. That is when we'll be able to root these people out. As your command say, stop away, you're the way up, say, I feel scared for this country.
Okay, PG 2 minutes.
Sister,
yes,
oh, yeah, the trunk, dear Tiana say, now correct me in your question. Under IMF, and your question because it was correction and it's still correction because I was here corrected. Oh, China says, freeze on unemployment. No? IMF conditionalities are young IMF and young IMF for China, what do you call IMF? No, science is saying that walk on and one they are binding because in young free as yet. But President Mama announced some Ghana for what I say. So IMF period we see a young IMF pass. And the answer now you be free as here no. So conditionality is binding on us, and it's not general. Just like you were trying to correct. Because Obama honum see at the better marshipyard. Makacho say you only up 24-hour economy. And that 24 hours, that place is a technical area. So people who are in technical, who have technical expertise, no, we are running up, we are picking them up, and they are running 3 shifts at my end. And right here, and now she said they are coming to roll out 24-hour economy. In any case, we are only 3 months into government. 3 months. And you have a bigger policy like this. 3 months, you're failing Ghana for. Why do you have to make mockery of yourself in this regard? This is a bigger initiative for Ghana for, and there are several sectors. But I can't 1 minute. I can't 1 minute. Mr. Sir, it's here, you can say, or sick galam say, technical, and I say, technological is here, what's here, the banner fighting galam say, young Fabimba. And right here, your minister, Casa, drones are more Casa, the drones are by fighting galam, so drone back who crumble you will be honor. And the moment the number you need that day, I think you didn't say a pay you up and one at a time, one for book, ni paper, Namon Transit, Namon said yes, mine. Then the mamma says, I didn't say, Monsieur, you should master.
Thank you.
Go and check and compare the brother Abemo and Sonia and must say, this is the best time I yes to send Yama. You should just follow and be guided as such.
What's the usual respect to him?
So they respect me. You should do
just for the record, and I'm sure you may let your producers verify. IMF conditionality na equal, there was no conditioner now it requires to put a ban on public employment.
Okay, so there was no net unemployment or public sector.
And came from
See.
What I say?
Why, sir, after 7 December? Because me area, I have records. Me, my area, we have 7 December. What's it? And someone you know, your council correct. Obe respect up. I know about that. We have to deal with that.
You don't respect me.
Respect.
It was just within the budget. It's all the condition they never said. And it's a fan confirm me your wedding. So now how can me fan confirm? Secondly, problem with Galam say no, and yet the absence of information. Now, said you, the water gas are for baby and for Galam say it has more to do with the absence of will. President Mahama Waba with the reset agenda. If the will is there, he can indeed fight it. In here with water gas, Maka Casa could not wear Galam say. In here water gas, Maka saw Bossy Galam say. In here water gas, Norma Casa Western offer. Oscar no more Galam say. Those information are already there. Come have a beer Galam say Biano, Obia ni Mudada. Now is the war. Tinoma or Kayano, including state of emergency when you also be declared. Upon declared 90 days Galam say there. Don't can't say Oba and Chain. Galam say to me, say Akufuado sell miners say or say so you know. Baba, intimate for one say so, maybe a druna.
Thank you. Oh, because I call power respect. Kasama for Ministry of Education. To say the NPP communication team member and now fire sanitano a political analyst. Peter Kwesimensa, a deputy CEO PSC Tema Shipyard and Opeda Mwasi Papa. Mamina Azel Vogase a watadio Pama Minami Kanchose. Azel and young few more 8 years of Azel Vog. vogue or design entire papa ene a man so kaftan fe kama ama hu sisi no edi emu into 8 years of telling your story in different styles as well say bra no be pambia ma o pe training so a bra Obema a fashion designer and a fashion illustrator. Friend 0244 155 266 0244 155 266. With him in so dear Obeko the hair mama Z-Nails and Beauty ya or Spengtest Kotobabi Echo Bank Chiwa Pe open so a shishan or TikTok so Z-Nails and Beauty aka the hair mama emi papa ajusu na koji emi panashe na fi weni munyam no enne di kese pa ono so be friend na 055 3837 Nyame ya adwo chena ade chenshoma besi aba unuaba mame ya kuna mani nyame nhyira na unhyira onsa no adwuma ukodru fi so akai se ode na seda ebe ma no